Are you serious? Are you serious? Everybody get a cup of coffee. You probably should get 2 or 3 cups. Maybe make a fresh pot. And if you're watching the economy, Bidenomics, it's working. It's working in the wrong direction. But let me tell you all about that. I've got Bitcoin. I can tell you what gold's doing. I can tell you what the stock market's doing. I can tell you what the economy's doing. I can tell you what's going on in the world, the potential World War III. All of this playing in the new potential president coming in. Oh my! Hey, guys, are you worried? Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy? With so much uncertainty in the air, it's natural to fret about the security of your retirement savings. But there's one asset that stands the test of time: gold. It's a biblical currency. And for centuries, gold has been a hedge against market volatility and economic instability. With a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments, if you go to www.pastorpaulgold.com, that's www.pastorpaulgold.com, you can harness the power of precious metals to help protect your financial future. By rolling over your existing IRA or your 401k into a self-directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for long-term growth and stability. Diversify your portfolio with tangible asset that has real value, gold. Setting up your gold IRA has never been easier. And at www.pastorpaulgold.com, they will help streamline the process with expert guidance. And in this election year, don't let the election volatility and the uncertainties of the Middle East and other factors keep you up at night. Vote for the timeless safety of gold and silver in 2024. Noble Gold Investments. They will give you up to 10 of these. Now, this is unbelievable. You could get 10, if you qualify, 10 of these beautiful 1-ounce pure silver Donald Trump coin, 1-ounce pure silver. You could get 10 of these, or you could just get this 10-ounce silver bar of the American flag. All of it could be yours. Get one of these. Be blessed. Just go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. You'll be glad you did. That's for sure. All right. We've got some information here on what's going on. Oh, by the way, you can still get your tickets for Aliens Among Us. What a webinar this is, and people are freaking out over it. The information was incredible. And get your ticket today. Just go right now to www.paulbegleyprophecy.com, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Get your ticket right now for this webinar and watch it the rest of the day. Matter of fact, you can call, and that number is 765-414-2230. Call now. You'll be glad you did. All right, now the economy is suffering. Friday, the stock market lost 610 points. This morning, the stock market was down over 1,200 points. Bitcoin fell down to 49,000. Are you serious? Are you serious? And but gold has stood and held on, dipped just a hair, but it's holding at $2,400 an ounce as we predicted. But this Bidenomics, it's working. It's working in the wrong direction, as we knew it would. The policies of the current administration have finally come home. You can't keep raising taxes. You can't keep running an economy on this massive inflation. You can't keep oil prices at sky high, affecting everything else. Main Street is suffering, and now Wall Street is starting to feel it. Matter of fact, let me just give you some information here. And give me 1 second. I'm going to swing this around to where I can see this a little better. So just take 1 second here. All right. Now, the Dow Jones, as I said, plunged to down below 1,200 points and this morning. I think right now it's still down about 1,100 points. It's fluctuating. Stocks fell sharply today as worries about the U.S. economy sparked a worldwide sell-off. This may be, guys, this economy falling the same time that war is looming in the Middle East, guys. This may be the Black Swan event that we've been talking about for the last several months that was coming. Market jitters that began with last week's weaker than expected job report. You see, in July, the unemployment went up to 4.1%. And now, in June, it went up to 4.1%. July's numbers came out at 4.3% unemployment, and 15,000 jobs are going to be laid off here very soon by Intel, and we're hearing that other companies are going to do this. So these market jitters have caused, with the weaker than anyone anticipated job report, spread to Europe and to Asia as investors worry that the world's largest economy, the United States, long pillar of global growth, is beginning to show major cracks. Matter of fact, the Dow Jones Industrial Average tumbled by over 1,200 points earlier today, and Japan's market suffered its worst day in Japan since Black Monday of October of 1987. Japan's market lost 12% of its total value. This is a crash. So Japan's market has crashed this morning. Worst day since the Black Monday of 1987. A measure of market fear more than has doubled after the rise in the U.S. unemployment rate triggered worries that the country is headed for a serious recession. Technology stocks, which had been at the forefront of the recent boom in the markets, are plummeting. Long-term investor Warren Buffett revealed that Berkshire Hathaway had cut its stake in Apple by half during the second quarter, sending shares of that company down 5%. And some analysts wonder if the sell-off is an overreaction. While last week's job report was way weaker than expected, U.S. employers continue to try to deal with this fact. There was only 114,000 new jobs. Unemployment now rose to 4.3%, and widespread layoffs are beginning. More than 400,000 people. Still, investors are nervous that the economy may finally buckle under the weight of the high interest rates, the high inflation rates, the high migration rates, the high frustration rates, and the high taxation rates. The Federal Reserve. Okay, now my phone's talking to me, trying to tell me something. The Federal Reserve voted last week to keep rates at the highest levels that they've been in over 20-some years. Why? With these numbers, why would you keep interest rates this high when the housing market is starting to suffer? Loans are tougher to get. And so the economy's tailspin. Bidenomics. It's working. That's what Joe told us. But now Joe's going away. And does Vice President Harris got a clue what to do? Not if you understood her policies of what she believes, which is basically a real super left-wing liberal socialistic, almost, super socialistic. The Green New Scam. It's really bad what's happening. So keep an eye on what's going on. I'll check right now and see what the rates are on everything. Bitcoin at this very moment, it was down to 49,700. It's trying to rally. It just hit 54,000 just now. So we got a little bit of a rally going, but of course nowhere close to where it was a couple months ago when it was at 73,000. So we got to watch that closely. The Dow Jones, where's it at? Let me just check here where it's at this exact moment. And I'll also give you gold for just a second here. Again, it's a very fluid situation. Dow Jones right now is at 38,636. It's down $1,101. It's down $1,101 right at this moment, losing 2.77% of the entire market. That's after losing 611 points on Friday. So it's in a serious situation right now. And then there's gold. Gold has slipped just a hair, but now it's starting to rebound. It's setting at $2,436 an ounce. So even though the stock market is crashed, has really fallen, especially in Japan and here in the United States, the stock market has lost over 1,700 points since Friday, 611 Friday, $1,101 so far today. And Bitcoin has fallen from, at one point, $73,000 a coin down to $49,700 a coin. That was about 2 o'clock this morning. At least it has a little rebound to 54,000, but still way down. Only gold is holding at $2,436 an ounce. Silver, let me get you silver just real quick because some people may want to know that. Some folks have put their 401ks out there in gold and silver. And silver is down from, it was at $28.50. Right now it's down to $27.21. So holding still steady, about like gold is. So silver and gold are holding steady, strong. Bitcoin pitching over, but now starting to try to rebound. Stock market still falling and falling and falling. That's and the unemployment rate is rising and rising, and interest rates are outrageously high, the highest they've been in 20 some years. So yeah, this is where we're at. Bidenomics. And the situation, instead of an October surprise, it looks like this is an August surprise. And I'm just going to say what I think we're witnessing here with the war, rumors of war in the Middle East right now. We could be, what looks to me like this is the Black Swan event, especially if this market, the rest of the week continues to fall. And you know, dropping 400 and 500 points a day, you got a real problem. This day's not over. At 1,200 points down right now, 1,100 points down. Maybe it'll rally and finish 600 or 700 points down for the day, or maybe it will tumble even more, and we may end up losing 1,400 points. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what's going on right now. Should you be aware? Should you be concerned? Not really, not on Main Street. Not on Main Street. Not the people who go to work every day. Everything's pretty well going to stay the same as it was yesterday, and well, it's the same thing it'll be tomorrow. And that is, the rent is too high. The inflation and prices of groceries is way too high. The price of gas is way too high. The price of your utilities are way too high. The price of car insurance and home insurance, way too high. The property taxes, way too high. Interest rates, way too high. Difficult to borrow if you're going to try to buy a home or something. Interest rates are too high. Requirements, down payments and all that, way too high. So that is where we're at. That is exactly where we're at. And really, I figured we would be here, but I actually thought we'd be here about 6 months ago. But apparently, the gig is up, and it's Bidenomics. It's not working, Joe. Oh, nor, of course, we knew it wouldn't. You can't have these types of policies. You can't have 10 million immigrants crossing the border and giving billions of dollars away to support that. okay, and to support all those people. You can't raise taxes and keep raising taxes, not only with the federal government, but the state governments and the local governments. You can't keep running with an interest rates this high, and you can't keep operating with inflation this high. At some point, the black swan lands. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Are we, and I've had people ask me, Paul, are we moving toward the beast kingdom? You know, the 666 thing. Yeah, of course we are. The Bible told us we would. Now, how that comes about is still a series of events to take place prior to that. But yeah, we're also nearing the coming of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Shadow. You can't. Right. You can't pour trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars into Ukraine, which is where most of it's going. 95% of it's going into Ukraine. If you're not going to fight the war to win it, then you can't just pour trillions of dollars just to keep a stagnant situation, unless you want to feed the beast, unless you're trying to feed that industrial military complex. If you're feeding that beast, then you can pour the money into it. It doesn't solve anything, and it won't help any Americans, and it definitely will crash our economy. But somebody is making a lot of money off defense contracts. That I can say. Now, you do have to support Israel, who's being attacked, but the amount of money we've sent Israel in comparison to Ukraine is about 5%. That's where we're at. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're in the end times. We're in the end times. I'll be back with more. Stay right here on the coming apocalypse. Wow. Oh, our power's back on, as you can see. Wind is dying down. The rain, we got about 7 inches worth of rain. That's fine. The sand will absorb it over a period of time here, no problem. But pray for the people up in Tallahassee, up in northern Florida, and especially pray for southern Georgia and South Carolina, because that's where the 14, 15, 16 inches, maybe as much as 20-some inches of rain will fall in some areas. And they don't have sand like we have down here in Florida to absorb it. So it could get real ugly. About 300,000 people are without power right now. We were without power here for 4 hours. No big deal. And we're back. Pray one for another. Pray. Because there's going to be some serious flash flooding and trees falling and massive power outages, especially in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and even up into Virginia. There's some really bad weather coming. God bless. We're praying for all of you.